What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Park Mazda. Today we're taking a look at this awesome 2020 Nissan Rogue SL all-wheel drive. The Nissan Rogue does have the 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine. It's in this awesome deep blue. We have a bunch of features, including advanced keyless entry, which we'll take a look at right now. So the personal driver door handle here, you do have that advanced keyless entry, tap to lock and tap to unlock. Now on the door panel, you're going to find your soft touch armrest, power windows, locks, mirrors, and your two-way power memory seat for the driver. There's storage in the door panel here, and you do get your power driver seat with your lumbar support, and you are equipped with this beautiful black leather upholstery throughout. So let's get into the Nissan Rogue SL and see what it has to offer. Now that we're inside the Rogue, on the left-hand side of the steering column, you're going to find your traction control, your steering assist, your power lift gate, gas door release, heated steering wheel, auto drive lock, eco and sport modes. You're going to have your blind spot monitoring show up in the corners of the panel here, as well as that corner on the right hand side. You do get the Bose premium audio system up top there, and that's going to bring us to the steering wheel. You're going to find your multimedia controls. You can control the multimedia through the steering wheel here. You have your volume rocker, skipping and seeking, back button, and the directional pad to go through this screen here. You also do have your cruise control with the sonar and the adaptive cruise. So going through the screen here right now, we have the cruise control. You can click OK to go into the settings. You do have the steering assist, emergency brake, as well as the lane departure and lane prevention. And then you also have the blind spot. So you have all those driving aids, which is super nice. As you see, we have the audio here, so you can change the source through. You can change the source through the steering wheel here as well if you just hit OK. And then if you go to the right here, you can see the steering assist, the safety, tire pressure monitor, different warnings, your driver assistance there with different information in the settings, and then you have your average speed, trip 1 and fuel economy, direction that you're facing, and then back to the multimedia. So a bunch of options there, RPM gauge, speedometer. You do get that push button start, and that's how I started it up. And then moving to the infotainment here, you do have the new Nissan Connect system, which works very well. On the home screen here, it is completely customizable, which is awesome. You're gonna have the source on this home screen, how that's set up. You have the multimedia in the middle, different navigation settings there as well. But at the bottom here, you do have all the apps for your phone. There, you connect your phone through Bluetooth. Different info here. You have Nissan Connect services, Sirius XM, weather, stocks, fuel prices, traffic, parking, sports, movie listings. Then you have the vehicle, the where am I, GPS position, vehicle data. And then in the audio, you're going to find the different Sirius XM menus. You have all the Sirius XM options there. But you do have the AM, FM, Sirius, CD, Bluetooth, USB, auxiliary, and then of course your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can go into the Bluetooth audio. You have quick selection buttons down here, but back to the home screen, we can go into the map. You do get the navigation here. Works very well. Really cool thing about the map, when you do have a destination initiated here, it will also show up on this screen on when you need to turn. It's very, very nice and seamless when it does it. You do have the camera button here. You have the 360 camera, the front camera. If we tap it again, you can see the side camera, nice for parallel parking. But as we put the vehicle into reverse, you're going to find your backup camera, and you do have the sonar with the rear parking sensors there, which is very nice. Moving down below that, you do have the climate control here. You do have the dual zone with the auto and sync. Of course, your nice cold air conditioning, front and rear window defrosters. And then if we keep going down, you have your multimedia connection for your USB, auxiliary US, and then your 12 volt there, as well as your electronic parking brake, your auto hold, a little bit of storage. And then you can go into your shifting modes here, manually shift if you want, as well as you can just put the vehicle into drive. 2 cup holders, heated seats for both the driver and passenger at high and low settings here. So that's very awesome, especially for the winter. Soft touch leather armrest. This opens up, gives you another USB and 12 volt. This USB does not connect to your multimedia, but you do get that extra USB for charging. Little pen holders up top, all of the mats on the front and rear. You also do have the auto dimming rear view mirror here from HomeLink with your 3 universal garage door openers, and you do get that panoramic moonroof that everyone loves, and it does tilt and slide up here beside the SOS button. But let's go take a look at the outside of this SL Rogue. Taking a look at the headlight of the Rogue, you do have this awesome bright LED, as well as the LED running light there in kind of a check mark view right there. Does look super awesome. Fog lights down below, black and chrome front grille. Now you can see how nice this Nissan Rogue does look. You also do get the OEM remote start here on the keyless key. So all you do is lock and then hold the remote start button, and it starts up nice and easy. Already started up, and you can see those daytime running lights while it's started. So moving over to the rims here, you're going to find the black and chrome Nissan alloys on your all-season tires. Coming to the back of the Nissan, you're going to have one of your cameras in the mirrors here, and then you do have that signal light indicator, which is very nice as well. The roof rails up top with the available wrap you can purchase. You do have that rear tail light design. It does look very good with that nice tinted window. Rogue badging in the back here. There's rear parking sensors, the SL all-wheel drive badge. And you also do get your kick entry, so you have the kickless entry here. You do have the different storage compartments up here as well. So these are all set up, so you can kind of customize these however you want in the back here. You also do have that rear privacy cover in the back, which is awesome. And then you can also lift this up, give you a 2-level privacy if you needed. Gives you some storage down below, still has the scan code on there, and then you can drop this down nice and easily, all one-hand work, which is very, very nice. But below here, you can lift this open. You're going to find your subwoofer with your spare tire, as you do have that Bose audio system, which sounds very good. So you can drop that down, have a nice flat surface here. You do have that 12 volt, and right now it kind of looks like you do have a 40-20-40 split fold, but you just have a 60-40 with the middle seat armrest is actually a middle seat pass-through as well, which we will take a look at right now. On the rear door panel here, you're going to find that soft touch armrest, power window controls, cup holder in the door panel, all of the mats in the rear, as well as you do have this awesome leather upholstery in the back here, and you can see that middle seat folded down. Gives you 2 cup holders. You can just fold this up, gives you that 3rd seat, and the seats do also recline. So you do have quite a deep recline that's fully reclined, and then you're going to have it fully up and back up straight. The seats also do fold down by the pull of the lever here, which is super nice, and they are on sliders here, so you can move up the seat and then slide them around. So you can slide the seat up quite far. Sorry, I had to put the camera down to slide, but you can slide up the seat quite far. If you need extra storage in the back here, you have those options. So you can kind of do endless things with the storage of the Rogue, which I love. And you also do have that rear pockets on the back of the seats and the rear air vents. And of course, you do get that panoramic moonroof in the back here. Thank you for watching the quick overview of the 2020 Nissan Rogue SL. If you do have any questions about this SL Rogue, you can find out all the information, all the images, as well as book this vehicle for a qualified test drive at parkmazda.ca. When you book this vehicle for a qualified test drive, you get a $25 Visa gift card. We hope to see you guys soon, and have a great rest of your day.